I just got out of fucking prison.
I think it's devil work.
What's this guy doing, man? That's not the road rule. Yeah. Okay, everybody, welcome back to another video where we're going to discuss some important topics. As usual, I hope we're going to have a great time. I hope we're going to enjoy it, and I hope we're going to have the best time of our whole lives. Because, guys, if I can't give you a good time, you know, I may as well just go dig a hole in the nearest gravesite and just dig myself in there and have a good old cry until I pass away from natural causes. Because that is my one meaning in life, to make sure you guys have a great time. Hey, sir, can I say hello? Hi, buddy. Boy or girl? Girl. Hello, darling. You're beautiful. Now today, guys, I actually want to talk about something that I saw with my own two eyes in my skull. And that was this really famous TikToker who called, what's he called? His name is, Bryce Hall. I've never heard of him before, but I saw a TikTok that was like this famous TikToker who just does all these dances and smiling all the time, did a bare knuckle boxing fight. And everyone was like, oh, this dude's gonna get lit up. This guy's gonna die. This guy's gonna get knocked out and his teeth are gonna be all over the floor and it's gonna be so embarrassing for him. But he stepped in there and he absolutely dominated this dude and he won the fight. So I saw this, it piqued my interest. I went to look at Bryce Hall's TikTok page to see what he does, what he's about. I don't know if he is truly a nice guy, but from what I saw on his TikTok, he seems like he's a relatively positive dude. You know, he's always smiling, he's always out there having fun. And I think this can act as an example as to how we want to try to be in life. We want to be like Bryce Hall. Or at least we want to be like the version of Bryce Hall that exists in my head, because I don't actually know the guy. Whoa, what's this guy doing, man? That's not the road rule. Hey, yeah. He knows what's going on. Bryce Hall, he's happy, he's smiley, he's funny. He never, ever seems to put off any bad vibes. He doesn't walk around like he's trying to fight people all the time. He doesn't seem to put anyone down. He doesn't insult anybody. But when it comes down to it, if he has to throw down, he can. He's nice, smiley, happy, vibrant, but if he has to flip that switch and go violent and throw his fist through someone else's face, he can do that. And that's something that you want to try to be in pretty much every aspect of your life. In a literal sense, you don't want to walk around trying to fight people. But if someone comes up to you and pushes you, you know, you're carrying your dog around in a little purse and someone comes up and they try to take the dog out of your purse, you got to be able to pick them up, double leg takedown, smash their skull into the floor over and over and over again until their brains are everywhere and say, don't you dare touch my little doggy. Because if you don't have the capacity to do that, guess what? They're going to take your dog, your dog's going to be sad, you're going to be sad, and the bad guys always win. Aha, yes, it worked. Excuse me. Hi, my name's Matt. I saw your hair. I was like, she looks like she's interesting. She might have something to say.
I just got out of fucking prison.
Oh, right. Well, there you go. Okay. Well, you know, that's a very unique, like, life perspective, right? How do you know when to stand up for yourself?
If I'm backed into a corner, it's like, you know, there's nothing I can do. And I'm trying to still be nice and compliant. It's not getting anywhere and they're still being, like, hostile in my eyes. That's when I start to stick up for myself. But at that point, I kind of know going in whether I'm going to be able to handle myself or not. It's funny, you ride, I ride too.
Oh, there you go.
My motorbike got stolen at Oz Post.
Oh, no. Oh, I won't leave it there then.
Don't.
Yeah. And when it comes to just conversations as well, like, you know, you don't want to walk around insulting everyone all the time. You don't want to be saying, hey, yeah, shut up, it's my turn to talk. But if someone is constantly talking over the top of you, if someone is constantly putting you down, if someone is constantly treating you with disrespect, you have to be able to flip that switch and say, hey, you know what? I feel like the way that you're talking to me right now is very disrespectful and I actually don't appreciate it. And if you can't adjust the way that you are interacting with me, I'm going to stop talking to you and we're going to have a problem. How do you know when it's time to stand up for yourself, whether in like verbal or physical?
I do that if I get a sort of some angers me. Lots of things anger me. When I see something I really think is stupid. You've got two kids at school, they're this far apart and they're talking to each other on this. I think it's devil work. Done the humans down to such a point. Well, when I was at school, you were there to learn, and if you got home from school and your father said, did you learn anything today? You get a clip around the bloody ear. Being done down to the point now we're becoming stupid. I'm watching these kids, the fun, not that now, the fun was never designed to do that. I've seen them in Sydney. You go into Sydney, Pitt Street, walking in front of trams, and they're like that. And a bomb will go off, and it's too late. They haven't seen any danger sign. No one sees danger anymore because they're not looking. It's going to Berlin, and opposite it, there was a couple of Yanks. He's looking out the window, and it's beautiful. Your little church spires when you go through across Germany. He's on a laptop. He's looking at his screen, and he turns round to his wife and he says, oh, 20 miles to Berlin, darling. And I had to move away from him. I couldn't stand this bloke watching his journey and not looking out the window.
Well, you have a good day.
Yeah, and you too.
You want to be nice until it's time to not be nice. And if you can't ever flip the switch and go into it's time to not be nice mode, man, you're going to have a terrible life because you're not going to be able to stand up for yourself. No one is going to respect you and you're just going to get walked all over. And what I've seen from Bryce Hall really articulates this perfect mix quite well. He's happy, he's not afraid to make fun of himself, he does all these funny little dances, but he also is quite masculine in the regards where he, you know, he can step up and throw hands if he has to. Hey, that's a guy on a bike. Yes. Haha, that's a great guy. And now I guess the question is, how do you get to this point? Well, first of all, do a combat sport. Do Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, maybe even both if you have that much time and money. Be capable of violence. Once you're capable of violence, you'll feel more confident standing up for yourself verbally, and you'll feel more at ease to be able to make fun of yourself and have a good time, because you know if someone gives you trouble, you can easily stand up to them and, you know, put them in their place if you have to, because if they're trying to punch you, you know what to do, because you can punch better than they can punch. So in essence, guys, you want to be nice until it's time to not be nice. If you're just always nice and you can't not be nice, then man, you're going to be in some big trouble.